exists to define purpose through holistic mentoring. At Byond, we will assist you to achieve success, enjoy inner peace, and live your best life. Basically, we're here to inspire you to heal and transform. Byond umbrella consists of Byond Talk, Byond Virtual Learning Space, Byond Coaching and Mentoring Services, and Byond Online Shop. For more information, visit us at www.sandraturgot.com or contact us at byondonline@gmail.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, everyone.
My name is Aaron George. I'm Aaron George. Welcome to Byond Talk, Walking with Purpose. And we want to thank you all for joining us. And for those of you that are joining us for the first time, Byond Talk is a social mentoring forum. It's a place to engage our community in thought-provoking conversations about real-life issues, triumphs, pain, grief, growth, and success. This space is designed to inspire you to foster transformation and healing. We believe life is a big classroom where teachers and learners are interchangeable. Our mission is to inspire you to go after your healing so you can transform. And one of the greatest tragedies in life is to lose your authentic self and accept the version of you that is expected by everyone else. Good evening, Sandra.
Good evening, Aaron, and good evening, viewers. I'm Sandra Turgot. I missed that part. And we're coming to you live tonight from Byond. Hey, Aaron, so how are you?
I'm good. How's your Friday?
It's been hectic. It's been a hectic Friday, but I'm not complaining. It's good. It's sunny. It's bright. It's summer. We're well. We're healthy, so we're good.
Yes,
we're good.
Awesome. Yeah, had a pretty nice day myself. I was out in Oshawa. Did a Eastern GTA tour. You know, I started off in Oshawa and Whitby, Ajax, Pickering, and then back to Vaughan. So it's a pretty nice day for a drive.
Oh, wow, you are all about today.
About today.
And did you wear your bright yellow and black shirt on the drive?
No, this is especially for our Byond Talk.
This is just
I don't wear this outside of the house. It's for Byond, my Byonders.
Your Byond shirt. I love it. Well, speaking about colors, I wanted to ask you, play a little color game. You know,
cool.
Yeah, colors
cool.
and we're going to invite our viewers to play along with us to kind of I want to ask you your favorite color and why you like that color. Seeing that it's summer and it's colorful, everything is bright.
Yeah, you know what? My favorite color is blue.
Oh.
My favorite color is blue, and my wife just got on my tail because every shirt I own, every non-African shirt is blue.
Wow.
Some shade of blue.
Wow. That's amazing. So why do you like blue so much?
You know what? I like that blue. I think I was like 11 years old when I think I really ascribed blue as my favorite color. Mm-hmm. I just like the way the blue looked on me, the navy blue. Mm-hmm. You know, and there's been some dreams that I've had, and I've seen the color blue, you know, people wearing blue and stuff like that. So it kind of resonate with me. And I think blue would mean, I think love, you know, it signifies love, you know, and peace. So
royalty.
Royalty, yes.
Yeah. Royalty, so, just like you are. But yes. Guess what? My favorite color is also blue.
Is that right?
Yes.
Wow. I learned something about you today.
I know. My favorite color is also blue. I love blue. If you notice, in my home, I have a lot of blue accent. My car is blue. I like to actually see it or be in a room where blue is. Not so much to wear the clothing. I do wear the clothing, but I like to look at it. So so I own a lot of blue things. It calms me. It makes me feel calm.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Wow.
So no, and I'm wearing my blue glasses tonight, and I'm wearing a
And the
blue
blue
dress.
top.
Yeah. So we're gonna invite our viewers to tell us their favorite color,
Yeah.
why they like it.
Chime right
So,
in. Encourage you to participate with us, and ask you to share this live with those in your circle. And we're going to have a pretty interesting conversation today. And just again, raising awareness, giving you more information. Those of you that have been following us, and for the last 7 months, 8 months that we've been on here, you'll get greater insight into who we are, what we do, and we'll just continue to build and grow. All right.
yeah. So what's your favorite color, you all? Tell us. Let us know. Just put it in the chat, and I'll be able to see it, and I'll give a shout out. I can see some people watching. I was trying to spell color, and I didn't spell.
There's two ways. There's American way and there's a Canadian way, right?
Yeah, I get mixed up.
COLOR is the American. COLOUR
is
Canadian.
the Canadian way. All right. So I think I did. All right.
Yes.
Hi, Arlette.
Hey, Arlette.
Good evening. How are you, beautiful lady?
Nice.
Good to see
Welcome.
you. See you all watching us. So
Yes. So, Sandra.
Yes, Aaron.
Like I said, we've been here about 8 months now, and I just want our viewers to get a very clear and solid picture of, Byond Talk, Byond Consulting, Byond Learning Castle. What is it all about? And before you even tell us about that, just again, reacquaint us with Sandra Turgot. Who is Sandra Turgot? And why is she here every second Friday, buying for our time on Facebook?
Wow. Who's Sandra Turgot? Sandra Turgot is very simple. There's no frills, no fluff. I'm just a girl, or can I say a woman? I'm just a woman. I'm just a woman who is really passionate about community, passionate about people, passionate about seeing people grow and evolve. And that's all there is to it. As I said, there's no frills, and I don't like to talk about frills and accolades, because those things are not really important. I believe I'm a true humanitarian. I really, really love the human race. And I mean that. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I love people. I love to see people smile. I love to see people happy. And that's what I really set out to do.
Yes.
And even when I come and hear every other Friday, or whatever I do in community, that's what I strive to do, just to see people just living their truth and being themselves. And I like to be a part of that. I like to be a part of the good stuff. Yes, Aaron? I think he's a little bit, yeah. So basically, are you there?
Nice.
Yes? Okay.
That's awesome.
Good.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Good. So I think Aaron is having a little bit of difficulty. So I'm just going to continue talking. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about Byond. For those of you who don't know and maybe joining us for the first time tonight, we're talking. Byond was birthed out of my own pain. It was when I was struggling with some personal issues. I was going through a bad breakup, and I was in a place of panic and dismay and disarray and confusion and disappointment and name it. I was at that place. I was at rock bottom. I felt like I was at rock bottom. In my prior time, or in my time of seeking God, God showed me that scripture all over again in Genesis, that I was created in the image and likeness of Him. And because I was created in the image and likeness of Him, there is no limit in me. And so, in a nutshell, I'm just paraphrasing. So from that day, I heard the word limitless. I am limitless. And out of that word limitless, Byond was birthed. Byond came about. And with that, I just wanted to help people to realize that there is no limit in them, that they're limitless. No matter what is going on around you, no matter how other people perceive you, that doesn't sum you up. Really and truly, if you are created in the image and likeness of God, your Father, your Creator, the higher being, whatever you want to call Him, then that means that there's no limit in you. And so Aaron, to answer your question in short, that's how Byond came about. And from that premise, we form Byond Talk, which is really engaging community in conversations, so that you don't have to live in the pain by yourself. Because there's something powerful when we talk. About it, something happened. I really believe in communication. I'm a strong advocate for communication. So that's why we do Byond Talk, and that's why we're talking right now. Knowing
Excellent.
that, and you want me to continue talking all the other stuff that we do. You want me to talk a lot tonight? Talk a lot tonight.
Thank you for. I just want to say thank you for creating this platform. And, I haven't been working with you closely over the last few months. I am just in awe of, the knowledge, the experience that you're sharing with our clients, and the amazing growth that I'm seeing, those that we're coaching at this point in time. And I'm just really happy to be on this platform. I want to thank you for creating it, because it's a place where I can give expression to my gift and to my purpose. We didn't meet by accident. That one night when you went and liked about 8 different things on my Facebook page, and who is this person, right? And decided to come out and see what you're all about, and and I never left.
You never left, Aaron. You never left. And Aaron, that's how I really believe that's how God works, right? He's a God of the heart, and He understands the way we tick, and He knows what we needed. And I want to thank you also for coming on board and for just sticking around and just seeing this Byond happen, right?
Well, it's like energy attracts, right? And they say whatever you're looking for, it's looking for you.
Yes.
And it's been years that I've been looking for a place, or just trying to define the way how I was going to manifest my purpose. I defined my purpose years ago, as healing is my life's purpose. But the defining it and find out how I was going to bring forth that purpose, was through coaching, and just having a platform to be able to coach and mentor individuals. And the coaching that we do is life changing. We take people from good to great, and we work with adults, and personally I mentor young, maybe not adults yet, but young people that are still, maybe in their teens, and they're still forming, and introduce them to concepts that, and make them aware of how their mind works, and believing themselves, and being able to implement some good skills that can help them in as they grow. So I want to again thank you for creating this platform, and it's getting hot. Byond is it's been 10 years that Sandra's been working on this thing, and time is collapsing. The last 2 years, I mean, Sandra's, I don't want to give it all out, but I mean, I've seen you take it up to another notch. You went out there, and you came up, you formulated an idea, and you went out and you tested it, and you tested it, and it worked, and then you brought it to the team and say, hey guys, this is it. This is what we're gonna do, and this is where we're at right now, and we're starting to see the fruits of it, and your relentless effort and your drive, I think, is making Byond what you intended to be, you know, a place where people can come and get inspired and transform their lives and get healing, bring healing into their lives.
Yes.
You know, and you know, I'm glad to be part of it.
Yes, and you said something very
Right.
powerful.
So
Are you yeah. So there's a piece about consistency, that for growth, for anything to grow and evolve, you have to have consistency. It's going to take time. It doesn't happen overnight, right?
right.
Nothing
Yep.
happens overnight, and so you see Byond it. I look at it as, I look at Byond as a house that we're building, and we're building, and we're building up. So we're going up. We're taking the levels up, and we don't know, what the end result will be, but we know that we continue to work, and we formulate, or
Right.
we construct one room at a time, right? So Byond, I like to say Byond has many rooms, right? We
Right.
have Byond Talk, which we're doing right now, which we started in a restaurant, and now we're on Facebook Live, and who knows where we'll be in another few years, right? And then we have Byond. We have Byond Coaching and Mentoring, and we give this away for free. And I want to tell people who are listening that sometimes when you're in your growing stage, because we're all always growing, give your gift away. Don't be selfish with it, because it's true giving and encouraging people and just educating people and helping people see themselves as better human beings, that now we're being paid, right? It didn't start out that way. It really didn't. And I have friends say to me, like, we just got paid today, Aaron. We just got, but I actually, I say to my friends when they ask me, Sandra, why do you do this and you're not even getting paid? I said, it's not, richness is not all about money. I love money, but being rich is not all about money. When you encourage someone, and when you see someone blossom, or even see someone smile when they were down, and you make them smile, I believe that's richness. And you can't buy that with dollars. So we were doing this basically without collecting, because as we were building ourselves. That's how I look at it. And mark you, I'm not downing that you shouldn't get money for your giftings. You should be paid, but there's a training ground. There's a place where you're learning and you're training and you're using that gift. You're giving it away for free. And that's okay in the building stage, because that's what I did. And now I'm getting paid, which is good, which is exciting. Aaron. Are you there? So, Aaron, are you there? Are you hearing me? All right. So
that's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. It's like from the scene there's a scene in a movie called A Field of Dreams. I think it was Kevin Costner that was lived on a farm, and he was thinking about building a baseball diamond, and the voice said to him, you know, if you build it, they will come, you know. So I think that's what you're doing over the last 10 years. You know, you were building platform, building on, and now you're at a point where you know, people are being attracted to and
yeah, I think we lost Aaron. So basically, I want to engage the people who are watching. So nobody answered my question. I asked you to post your favorite color here. Hi guys, tell me your favorite color. Your favorite color. Hi Arlette. Hi Vernice. Chief, you're there. What's your favorite color? Let's do that until we get Aaron back. I think he's having a little bit of difficulty. And in the meantime, I as you post your color and I shout you out, Aaron?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. So Aaron, did you want to talk about the Learning Castle and what we do there?
All right. So the Learning Castle is the latest room that's been created in the Byond house, and it's a pretty exciting concept. And it's a place where we take people on a journey, the journey of self-discovery. You know, raising awareness about who they are, their beliefs, everything that they need to overcome, so they can get a clear roadmap to where they want to go, and to live the life of their dreams. And it's been a few weeks, and some incredible work has been taking place. And we're working with people that are committed to making a difference, and we're here just to be of service to them, to help them achieve their dreams. So it's pretty awesome. It's growing. There's great benefit. We're starting to see that.
Amazing, good stuff. So guys, I'm gonna share in the chat the link that you could register for the Byond Learning Castle. If you are interested, you could go register for that, and I'll put the link in the chat. But we want to talk about some healing stuff right now. Oh, somebody said orange and blue is their favorite color. Hey, Vernice,
That's
orange
Bernice.
and blue.
Hey, Vern.
That's good to know. Number one fan. That's good to know. So Aaron, I talked earlier about my process, and even why Byond was started in the first place. It was through my pain, which I believe your pain propel you into your purpose most of the time. If you pay attention, that's what the pain comes to take you to a higher place. So I wanna ask you about how did you actually get into the place where you wanna do healing work? You wanna help people get to their ultimate healing?
Well, I think I've heard the phrase, from confusion comes exploration. I had a pretty devastating situation, devastating to me, and it was, looking back, I know it was me that caused it, but this event just caused me to question, everything. My whole life. It's like my whole life was turned upside down, and I was just left questioning everything. Initially I thought God was punishing me, for what had transpired and the things that I'd done to cause, this downfall. And it set me off on a journey of actually reading, because I was 23 at the time, and the only books that I ever read was the ones that I had to do for school, for English class and stuff like that, and maybe comic books for pleasure reading. But in terms of self-development, books on self-esteem, books on self-talk, books on belief, prior to that, I didn't read any of those things. So it kind of led me, I had a hunger. There was a hunger to want to know and want to learn and more about life, and self-development, the self-development books kind of opened the way for me, and make me more aware, because I was going through, in my younger days, but didn't have the vocabulary, to speak to it, or didn't have somebody that I can speak to about what I was going on. I kept it all within, and it just created a mess through anger, uncontrolled anger, frustration, low self-image, low self-concept. So those are some of the things that I was going through, and it all blew up, just 5 days before 23rd birthday. And the more I got into self-development, I just realized that it was, once I got to the point where I was at peace with myself, and I really came to know who I was and accepted who I am and loved myself, then the giving of the lessons and sharing of the lessons and encouraging and inspiring people just came naturally, because I was now in my natural state. And my life's purpose is healing, like I told you earlier. And I've been looking for a vehicle in which I could manifest that. And coaching was the method that came to me. But it didn't really have a platform until now with Byond and the fruits. We're starting to see the fruits of it and slowly starting to grow. And healing is the greatest thing in this world. And you're talking, and it's being said by somebody who has been devastated to the point where, I didn't want to live. The nights were so dark when I went through this blow up. Not being able to sleep, being depressed, and just having to fight through the pain, that went on for days and for years, and trying to make yourself better because there was better in you and you can do better.
Yes.
And that's where I came from, and this is what my intent in coaching and mentoring is, to share some of the lessons that I've learned and the things that I've used to better myself and to put myself in a better place and to be at peace with who I am.
That's amazing. You said a whole lot. That's amazing. And as we said so many times when we come on the show, that the healing work is a continuous work. Is really a continuous self-assessment, being just self-aware, being aware of those feelings, of how you're being, how you're showing up, how you're managing yourself. That's really the continual healing work. And that's what we do at Byond. We invite people to take the journey, really, to take that journey, discover who you are, and so that you can be a better person. The moment you know who you are, it's impossible for you to be stagnant. You're going to want to grow. You're gonna want to start climbing. It's just you're not going to be stagnant anymore. So that's why we start off by self-discovery. Who are you? Basically, just asking the who am I question, the most powerful question that people ask inside every day. Who am I? Why am I here? What am I supposed to do? But a lot of people are afraid to say it out loud because they maybe think I should know. But if you don't know, you don't know, and you got to start somewhere. Yeah. Who am I? The who am I question is the question is a question that takes you into the art of self-discovery. The moment you ask, who am I? The answers are awaiting you. And sometimes those answers come in the form of I call it unease or dis-ease. As you're trying to find out who you are, you're going to become uneasy, and you're going to find that the people you want to hang around with, you don't want to hang around with them anymore, or you're just changing. And sometimes it comes with pain or sickness. And that's just the truth, because now you're going through this cycle of figuring it out. But as you figure it out and you begin to heal, you become very, very relaxed and at peace. The dis-ease or the unease will go. Right. I believe that as you take your journey to healing, mess or dis-ease cannot live in your body. If it enters, it's not going to be happy there because you're not going to keep it there. And the way we remove these dis-ease from our bodies, our mind, is through positive thinking and positive actions and how you see yourself as a positive being. Really, it's really growing into a higher consciousness of yourself, understanding that you're a powerful being, right, Aaron? This is what we do.
Yeah.
This is what we do at Byond. We get people to understand that they're not just here to pass time,
Right.
but you're here for a purpose, and you're here for a powerful purpose, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And get them to turn to visualization. Visualization is very, very, very powerful. You're talking about a form of meditation that the more you do it, right, it plants a seed in your subconscious mind that goes out to make manifest that things that you meditate on, that you visualize, on a regular basis. And I think visualization is something that most people do. And I know I was doing it as a youngster, unconsciously, right? But once we become conscious of it and we know the power of it, we can apply it daily into our lives to help with the healing, with the healing process. And like Sandra said, being honest with yourself, especially if you're somebody that has anger issues, low self-esteem issues, you have to look yourself in the mirror and confess, that this is where you're at, but it's not your destination, right? It's just part of the journey, and becoming aware of it. Once you're aware of it, once you can say it, then now that you can take action and you can change it. You are responsible. Know that you are responsible for changing it. Nobody can make it happen for you but you. If you have that desire deep within you to change, you're going to face up to the pain, because after the pain is gone, you're free. You're free. Create the life that you desire. And
I like to say get butt naked, right? That's my go-to word. You really have to get butt naked. You really have to expose it all. There's no keeping some and letting go some. You really have to strip down, get butt naked, get so vulnerable, expose it all. And when you expose it all, it's like you clean house, you detox, talking about detox, you detox the mind, you detox the body, and you detox the spirit. It's starting over, because our experiences have piled so much muck in us, so much dirt, so much mud in us, and we walk around with this muck on ourselves and it comes out when we speak. It comes out when we show up in a room. Sometimes, have you ever been in a room when some people show up and like you want to leave right away? That's when the muck is coming in the room. You're like, oh no, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. But that's the stuff that we take on because of life experiences. But the healing process and the healing work we do is to unload that, or to offload that off of yourself. And we do that. We do that whole detox. So it's taking us into me talking about we detox the mind, and we do a lot of that work in our coaching, and we talk about detoxing the spirit and in having an uplifting and a healthy spirit through prayer, through reading, through meditation, through solace, through silence, through writing, however you do it, and positive communication with yourself, positive thinking, and we talk about detoxing the body, which is how you eat, and this brings me to me creating Byond Naturals. So this was another if you may insight, or I don't know, revelation. I don't know that it's a revelation. It's been around, but bringing it to Byond. Eating healthy veggie and fruits, and I turned that into a juicing business. So Byond Natural is another room under the umbrella, if you may, or in the house of Byond, where we believe that the body needs to be fed healthy, because as your soul prospers, so shall you. So the soul, the physicality, the spirituality, and the soulish man need to be healthy overall.
Right.
And this is exactly what we
Yeah.
do. Aligning
That's
body,
right.
mind, and spirit. All of it
It's
has to
it's
be
holistic.
the holistic approach to living. So this is why we created Beyond Natural. So you all out there, get your natural juice, get your natural food. We're coming with food too, y'all. So think about what you put in your body. Your
Right.
queens and kings, and you shouldn't be putting garbage in your body. Garbage in, garbage out. You should not be
You,
putting garbage in your mind, and you should not be
right.
putting garbage in your spirit. Because
Right.
if you
Yeah.
feed your being garbage, you're gonna get garbage out, right?
Right. Right.
So
Right.
that's it.
You
That's
are
the
what
whole.
you eat. You are what you think.
Yes.
And in this world of plenty, there's all kinds of things vying for our information. We just have to educate ourselves on what's good for us and what's going to work for
Mm-hmm.
us.
Mm-hmm.
What's going to be in line with the goals that we have for ourselves, for the type of
Mm-hmm.
person that we are. But being on this journey for all these years, peace of mind, it's golden. In times of stress, externally in the world, when you have peace of mind, you don't take on those things. You don't take on, fear of whatever's going on, because you know who you are, and you know your source, and just be confident. You're just confident, just living totally different life, and it's great. It's a great place to be.
And you just mentioned peace of mind,
Mm.
but for a person that never experienced peace of
Yeah.
mind, what does that
Yes.
look like to
So,
really have peace of mind?
right. So, um, let me see. Can I say? Not peace of mind. To not have peace of mind, which I have been there, is just to have a negative racing mind, constantly thinking of worst case scenario,
Mm-hmm.
stressing yourself out, can't sleep, always worried. Somebody says something, you just feel like a dagger in your heart, or
Mm-hmm.
you hear a loud noise and you're just jumping, always on edge. That's not a good way to live. The greatest thing is peace of mind, and the peace of mind came when you do the work. You get naked, like Sandra says. You reveal all the lies. All
Right.
the you overcome the conditioned mind that you have, that was mostly negative. 75%, and they say 75% of the things we think is negative, and most of that's directed towards ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Become your friend. Stop attacking yourself in your mind.
Yes.
Those
Yes.
negative thoughts are not helping you. They're not supporting you. Peace of mind means you don't entertain those negative thoughts. Negative thoughts do not reside here anymore. You're just on a different wavelength. Negative thoughts come in. You've learned the strategy of replacing it, and eventually it becomes a habit where you don't entertain negative thoughts, negative energy. It's not doesn't reside with you anymore when you have peace of mind.
And not allowing the outside. I love that, Aaron, but I just want to add to that, not allowing the outside force to have control over you. All the forces outside, what
Right,
people are saying, what other people are doing, how
right,
other people are showing up, to have
yeah,
so much control over you. I like to say you have to manage your emotional bank account. So
right,
you cannot put your emotional bank account in minus. So you cannot allow people to put it in minus. Think about it.
right.
So think about your emotions as or think about yourself as your first order of business. And
Hmm.
if you're your first order of business, you need to show up for yourself.
Right,
So that's your emotions cannot be in minus every day. Like you get up
right.
feeling a downer, feeling all beaten down, feeling all sad, feeling all despondent.
Yeah,
That means that you're in minus. So you have to come to plus. You
yeah,
know, and if a person is taken from you, then you have to close bank on them. That's how I look at
hmm,
it. You got to
Close
close
it up.
bank.
Close it up.
You cannot allow people to take from you, to deplete you to the
Right.
point where you cannot have peace. And
Mhm.
that peace of mind is really protecting your mind
Mhm.
from garbage, right, Aaron?
Mhm. Yeah.
So and I think Aaron, I really think that is it's so lacking in our society today, and even in
Mhm.
our community. I find that people are a lot on edge, as you say,
Mhm.
and people are not settled. And when you talk to a person, I, I don't know if it's just for conversation, but sometimes I find myself doing it, and I try, but I practice not to do it.
Right.
So a
Right.
person would say, "Well, it's always a downer." So if you're in
Yeah.
that person's presence, you're kind of going there with them because you
Mhm.
almost feel guilty not to be upbeat. You don't want to be upbeat because
Right.
they're
Yeah.
so sad, if you may.
Yeah.
But it's a culture. Like I'm so stressed. That's a word used a lot. I'm so
Yeah.
depressed.
Yeah.
I'm so sad. I don't know. I'm tired. I used to use
Yeah.
the tired a lot. And
Yeah.
sometimes I'm physically tired, but I try not to use that so much anymore because those
Mhm.
are words that just brings you down.
Right.
They're not
You know,
uplifting at all.
yeah, yeah. I think most of us, at some point, we go into autopilot. You
Hmm.
know, we get up, we do the same thing every day because we're having the same thoughts
Hmm.
every day. We're having the same life, but it takes an open mind and somebody that is willing to explore and to become aware,
Hmm.
and who will get information and implement, take the steps to implement,
Hmm.
um, and start to think. We start to think for ourselves, and not follow the crowd, right? Not follow the masses, and it's okay to stand to be different and to be you, authentic you, unique you, and know that you're the most important opinion about you is the one that you put upon yourself. And I
Yes.
know it takes a long time to get there for most of us, but it's important that we get there. Don't get attached to what other people say and what other people think, because sometimes the negative stuff they're spewing out is just a reflection of what's going on inside of them.
Hmm.
And take that on and make it your issue, right? So
Exactly. But don't we
yeah.
do that? And we're talking about this, and Aaron, it seems like we talk, and people may think we talk about this a lot.
Mhm.
And but we're gonna talk about it until we're blue because
Yeah.
we like blue, right? Because I really believe it's so important, even so much more important in our community. You have a lot of people who are spiritual walking around, but emotionally they're poor, and
Mm.
and physically
Mm.
they're even poorer, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
So I say to those people, I said it's not enough to be so spiritually minded, and you maybe can quote 1,000 scriptures, but emotionally, like you're a time bomb. You're like poof. If somebody say, "Oh," you said poof, like you're just waiting to explode all the time. So
Yeah.
obviously, so emotionally you're poor. So how do you fix that? Or
Mm.
physically you're not taking care of yourself, and you have all these ailments, and see young people with so much ailment, like just so
Right.
much issues.
Yeah.
So for everything to work together, everything has to come in alignment. So this is why we're talking about this. Your body, your mind, and your spirit has to be in alignment. So you can't be too much of one and none of the other.
Right.
It has to work in alignment. And I think this is a breakdown in our community. I'm seeing this a lot where a person maybe think that they're emotionally well, but
Hmm.
they have no spiritual foundation, no spiritual base, right? So how can you be emotionally well when you have no spiritual base? It doesn't make any sense. You
Mm.
need all of it to work together. because
Right.
you're a spiritual being, you're emotional being, and you're
Yeah.
physical being. So all
Yeah.
three parts of your being has to work together in alignment, in unison,
Yeah.
for you
So
to experience abundant
yeah,
life, right?
I think, everybody is in a different place, a different time in their growth, in their development, in their evolution.
Mm-hmm.
And wherever you are, it's not your fault that you're there. It's
Right.
how you've been conditioned.
Mm-hmm.
If you got new information, right, that can put you in a better place,
Mm-hmm.
but you choose to stay where you are, then you can't blame anybody but yourself.
Right.
Right. So it's about becoming responsible, getting all the information you need, right, to better yourself and to be whole in every aspect of your life, and to on that journey. Because again, it's a journey. It's not a destination, but you can take steps to improving all aspects of your life until you get that information and become aware, and then take responsibility, right, for your growth in all those areas. Then you can really make a difference.
And that awareness, Aaron, comes by seeking, asking, questioning, by asking
Question.
the question,
Yeah.
and then
Yes.
seeking for the
Yes.
answer.
Definitely.
That's how that awareness comes about.
Yeah. And again, we don't know what we don't know, and not. I think you and I had this conversation a few days ago. There's some people who are just naturally inquisitive, naturally thinking, and naturally just wanting to improve and to get better. And there are others that are just doesn't register, doesn't hit their radar, until maybe they'll hit their head, by that I mean maybe have bad experience, and then they'll go and have another bad experience, and another have a bad experience, and then they'll internalize it and say, what's going on? Some people wake up from that and says, holy mackerel, what am I doing? What's going on with this life? And like with me, I said, why is God punishing me?
Right.
I found out it wasn't God that's punishing you. It's how you're using your mind.
Yes.
It's that negative mind, that negative self-image, that negative self-talk, that anger. You're messing up your life. So stop. Find a way.
And
Right?
ask question. Hi, Miss Doreen. Miss Doreen says so true. The problem is that a lot of spiritual people believe it's a shame to admit emotional issues. I believe that when you allow yourself to see the big picture, then you will want to get the help to wholeness. And yeah, and Miss Doreen, you're absolutely right. And this is what we're talking about: self-awareness. Is that unawareness that cause people to stay in that rut and maybe mask themselves in some kind of spirituality, but outside of that jumping and dancing, there's a real broken person, or a person that's really, really struggling and not being able to connect to themselves. And you hear people say, I don't know. It hurts me when I hear like a 50, 60, 70-year-old person said, I don't know who I am, or I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know my purpose. And I hear that a lot from older people older than myself. And it really breaks my heart that you're going to leave this earth and you don't know why you came.
Right.
So for 60 years, you've been going around and you have no idea why you came. But I think first and foremost, we are here to worship God. That's why we came. And then secondly, we're supposed to serve. So instead of spending the time to get, we're supposed to be given. And I think that's the issue with a lot of us. We want to get, but we don't want to give. But it's in the giving that you really find your purpose. Wow. It's in that giving, is in that releasing of yourself that you find your true purpose. And so I would invite people, I say to people, older folks, I said, have you ever volunteered? Have you ever done anything? And I said, no, I want to get paid. I don't want to do it for free. And I said, what's about getting paid? Everybody want to get paid, yes. But if you do something, if you try something you love and volunteer somewhere, use that gift, you might just realize your purpose.
Right.
Realize why you actually came to the earth.
What's the thing that you desire to do? I think, in my early years, in my 20s, I thought mysteriously God was going to let me know what my purpose is, but that doesn't happen.
No.
Right? You have to decide what you will, make your purpose, and like it's not going to happen mysterious or mystically.
Mystically.
We have to decide.
Yes.
And how do you get there? By getting to know who you are, removing all the layers, all the conditioning and all the false beliefs and the lies that you were told, and get connected to authentically you. Once you're connected to your authentic self, you will do what gives you the most joy.
Get naked.
Right? get naked, like Sandra says, and be at peace. Be at peace. See what resonates with you, what brings you joy, and just find a way to find a platform where you can go ahead and do it. If it's singing, dancing, writing, whatever that brings you joy, and you can bring joy to others, go for it.
So Miss Doreen said, "This is my second year sending food and clothes for the needy in Jamaica." And these are simple things that we can do to give back, to give. Just because we are supposed to be givers. We're not supposed to be hoarders of what we have, but we're supposed to be giving it away. And I'm not telling you to go take your money from your bank account and give it away. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that you should have the heart of service, and be willing to share what you have. Right. We sponsor about 6 boys in Ghana through Byond. We're mentoring 6 young boys and a 7th. I have 7 sons with my own son, 8 sons, and we support them there in Ghana. And every now and then, I can't do it alone, but I reach out to friends to ask for help and ask them to join me in supporting these young boys so that we can give them a better life. It's really, we're better. It's really, Aaron, we're better together. It's
Absolutely.
Really one helping one, like the same thing. No man is an island. No man stand alone. Each man's joy is joy to me. Each man's grief is my own. And if we look at that, we're going to join our hands and hearts together to make a difference. And that's a purpose. That's really our purpose.
Definitely. And there's so many ways, right? Like you said, it could be giving your time, giving your money, your talent. There's so many ways you can give to help someone, to enhance somebody's experience in somebody's life, and it's a great place to be. It's a very unselfish place to be, and it has many rewards.
Yes, definitely. I think we're almost out of time. We have some people watching us, but they're pretty quiet tonight. And I think we shout out. I don't know why they're quiet tonight. Hi, Billie Jane, she's watching. And hi, Miss Doreen. I said hi already. Hi, Arlette.
I see my friend Martin Richardson.
Martin is watching.
Childhood friend from Grenada.
Hi,
He's
Martin from Grenada.
Going on? Yes. New York in the house.
Good stuff. Thank you for watching. And Arlette said we're better together. Yes, we're definitely better together. The more we know this, Arlette, and the more this sinks in, the better we're going to be as a community. We're not going to pass anybody along the way, but we're going to be helping. And that's really our calling. That's our calling to earth, is to worship and to serve. That's really, I really strongly believe that. And then the money, as we talk about the money, the moolah, the ching ching, that will come when we start to really serve. The ching ching will come. First, we need to have a heart of service. That's
right. Absolutely.
Yes.
And abundance is a state of mind, right? And it's not just about money. Your abundance in love, abundance in giving. And those are all the things that make the heart, merry.
So amazing, Aaron. So Aaron, we have like a secret sauce that we probably could share with the people who are watching. And at Byond, we talk about mantra a lot, and we talk about writing, because of course a lot of people know that I'm poetic, that I write poetry.
Oh yeah.
And I love words. I'm a lover of words. You can give me words. You can just have me laughing all day. Just give me words. so I use words every day. And Aaron, at Byond, we talk about creating mantras and having mantras in your home and your in your bathroom and your mirror in your bedroom, having intentions for your life, write it out and repeat it and let it become a part of you, so you remember it, telling yourself who you are. And so we want to share that with our listeners, that this is something you can do, because people may think that you guys are acting as if you're all positive all the time, and no, we're not. Negative thoughts creeps in, but we have a buffer. So when negative thoughts creeps in, I use my positive words. So I have a word bank, and I use my positive words. That's my mantra. Like I say, I am light, I am love, I am abundance. And I like to say, in love, I live and move and be. So that's my mantra. I say that every day. In light, I live and move and be. And I invite you to create your own mantra. And if you can make it about money if you like, but trust me, I'll tell you to make it about things deeper. I want to tell you, make your mantra about how you want the soul to be. You want the soul to be at peace, or you want the soul to be in love, in abundance, in light, that's what your mantra should be, because the external things, like Aaron said, are byproducts of that. There's a scripture in the Bible that says, as your soul prosper, so shall you. So you need to invest in the soul, and as the soul prospers, so shall you.
Absolutely.
So I invite you guys to create your mantra this week, if you don't already have one, and paste it somewhere you go every day to see it, and start saying it every day. Put it in your car, put it on your dashboard, and just say what you want to be.
Right.
Just start saying it over your own life.
So Sandra, in the early years, one of my mantra was, I would say to myself quite frequently, is that I love myself and I accept myself, even though I don't understand myself. I love myself and I accept myself, even though I don't understand myself. Right? Because there was a time when you think you'd have to understand somebody and and know them a whole lot before you can love them. And specifically, me. Because of the judgments I have on me. If I wasn't this, if I wasn't that, if I wasn't this, then I couldn't love me. I couldn't love my, my spouse or my partner or something like that. But that type of love is unconditional. I don't need a reason to love me.
Just
I love me because I am.
And you, because you are, and that's a powerful mantra.
That helped me a lot.
Amazing.
In the early days, just to help get on that positive.
Hi, Miss Doreen said I will. She will create a mantra. Harlette just said, create your own mantra, light, love, abundance, talk it to, and speak it into life. I think she's saying what you want for your life to be. So speak it until it happens, and it will happen, because it will become a part of you. I feel like light every day. So I literally, and I don't want to say this, I don't want to sound like I'm bragging, but I literally feel like light. So when I walk in a room, people see light. They actually see me. They actually say, wow, you're so light.
Sandra, it's okay to brag,
It's okay to brag. I don't like to brag.
I get the opportunity to see you at work. I get to witness Sandra in action in our coaching sessions, and it's just so amazing. She's like a different type of coach, and I've had several coaches, in my own life coming up, and the things that she knows, and the thoughts and the angles that she brings up is just so powerful.
Thank you. Thank you. And that's because I did the work. I get butt naked. I expose it all. I don't keep it in. And when things comes up, I throw it out. If it's garbage, I don't keep it. Chief is putting up our coaching program. So you all, if you have questions about what we do, please reach out to us. You can find us byondonline@gmail.com, or you can go to sandraturgot.com, and if you want to find out more about the work we do, because we do good work. I'm going to brag today. We actually do good work. We don't talk a lot about what we do, but we do good work, and we're all about healing, all about getting you to a place of health, body, mind, and spirit. So touch base with us. We'll be happy to share more about what we do with you guys. And we love that you join us.
Thank you.
We're on every other week, and sometimes we don't post a flyer, but we know you're going to show up anyway. So every now and then we show up without a flyer. Sometimes it's just me and Aaron. Sometimes we have a guest, and we like it that way. And it's amazing. Thank you guys for hanging with us. We're out of time. We're going to go until 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now.
That's it.
And we'll have a guest for you. It's a surprise.
All right. All right. Good night. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Good night.
Byond exists to define purpose through holistic mentoring. At Byond, we will assist you to achieve success, enjoy inner peace, and live your best life. Basically, we're here to inspire you to heal and transform. Byond umbrella consists of Byond Talk, Byond Virtual Learning Space, Byond Coaching and Mentoring Services, and Byond Online Shop. For more information, visit us at www.sandraturgot.com or contact us at byondonline@gmail.com.
Dak TV. Dak TV.